Hey everyone, I'm here with Mayra Joli. Mayra, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, you may recognize Mayra.
For years, but you always do it. You always start off with a question.
What the hell is happening with that woman?
She sort of rocketed to viral fame during the town hall debate last Thursday. This is exactly it, right? Mayra, could you start just by telling us a little bit about yourself?
I'm from Dominican Republic, but I'm in America. I'm in America, you know. Um, I'm an immigration attorney. Um, I've been here since 1990. I have four sisters, and mom and dad, four sisters. In total, we are six siblings. Um, all of my sisters uh, live here. We have children. I've been married with my husband. I've been with my husband for 25 years. We have a 16-year-old boy. Um, we are a simple family that happen to be very family oriented, and it happened to be very Trump
Mm.
supporters. Mhm.
So how did you end up at the town hall last week?
I was invited by a friend of mine. She sent me. She's running for a state position, Diana Garcia. She was the founder of Latinas for Trump.
Mm.
So we kept in touch over the years. We are very good. We have a very good relationship, and she has sent me some information because NBC wanted people to attend the town hall, and submit questions, two or three questions. So me and my friend, we did that. We submitted the questions. We are not selected. The questions that we submitted were not selected, but we, ended up being on the general population, which, it was a good thing because there were not that many people there. We got there, my friend and I got there very early because we were afraid the traffic was going to play a negative part on it. But no, we traveled from my house to downtown to the Paris Art Museum. And there was no traffic. There was police presence, but not too bad. The media was kind of setting up. I didn't see anybody, no protesters or supporters. I didn't see anything. We just went in. We parked right next to the elevator. We took the elevator to the second floor. And then we were just in the line. There were two other people in front, two other ladies in front. Well, nobody can get in. They're not gonna seat anybody until at least 6:30. We got there at about 5. Nothing. We were chatting, talking about how nice everything was. We were, looking at the view, and then we discussed that maybe they don't allow any like hats or any of that in the town hall. And we're thinking, this is from hat. What's wrong with that? Or no, at the end we have to bring everything to the car. And since I was parked so close to the elevator, there was nothing, just bringing my shield to the car, their hats to the car. And just we went in when it was time for us. The first 6 people that were seated, I was one of them. I was number 5, and my friend was number 6 of the 6 people that were directed to get into the area. And then we were told to sit wherever we wanted, which we did. So my friend sat very close to the water. We were watching the natural beauty of the water and the dolphins and the seagulls. It was a show in itself, just to see nature playing its part while we were waiting. So after that, like when let's say maybe 7:30 or something like that, I was asked by one of the NBC producers. I was approached by one of them and told me, we are gonna switch you. They switched me to the seat where famously everybody found me sitting, going like this. That was not my original assigned seat, or not assigned. The seat that I chose wasn't that one. I chose another one. It was close to the water. I don't know what was I looking for, but I was just there. And I know it was a good view, so it doesn't matter what I said. But my friend asked the Secret Service, one of the Secret Service member, where was the president going to be sitting? Because we see two chairs, it positioned exactly the same. We look at the cameras behind and in front, so we couldn't determine which way is which. So the Secret Service guy said his back. No, he said you're gonna be looking at his back, and we go, oh man. But then after that, we said, what the heck? We are here anyhow, right? But it happens that was before I was asked to be switched. Then when they switched me, my friend said, maybe you're too tall for the screen. And I go, that's weird because I am tall, but from the leg down on my torso is very short. So I wasn't, interfering with anything, any screen, but we didn't care. We kept going. So then a little bit more towards, I had a big fan, because it was half a way outside. It was outside. And I was, fanning myself with my fan, huge one. So one of the producers, two of the producers came in and warned me. And they say, when the cameras are rolling, don't use the fan because you wouldn't believe the amount of meme that will be out there tomorrow.
Right.
The lady with the fan behind the president. It was a prophecy. I didn't open my fan. I put it on the side. That's why sometimes I was checking because I didn't want it to fall and make a big cut in the middle of the rolling. So that's up to that point. I said, wait a minute. So I'm gonna be in the camera, right? So I texted my husband and say they told me this and that. He didn't think much of it, and me neither. So after everything starts, I didn't think because it was dark. If I can see what's happening on the other side, and on the other side of the ring, I call it the ring because there was boxing there. There was Tiffany Trump, Eric Trump, and Kimberly Guilfoyle, the people that I recognized that were there. If I can really see them, I don't think anybody can see. Everything is kind of blurred and dark around it. So there is no reason for me to think that I was going to be on the shot. Then after that, in the first commercial break, when the president entered initially, I noticed because I've been in rallies and I see the enthusiasm that we all get when we see our commander in chief entering, and more so in an area in which we were so close to it. So people kind of half clapped, but I enthusiastically clapped, and then went back to my educated self, right? So after that, when there was the people that were producers or the personnel, the staff announced that there will be no taking pictures, no, silence, sponsored silence, and all of that. And they said, if you want to snap a quick photo, you can do it during the break, during the commercial break. So I was ready to have my phone all ready to go. So during that 30 seconds break, I don't know how long it was, I could do some live video and all of that. So I am very loud and lively, of happy-go-lucky with my live videos. I always taking videos or whatever, even if there is a plane, if flying or the jet ski going outside the window of my office, I always try to record. And I go, I just so I'm very loud. I don't have any other way of communicating, unless I am in a funeral.
Right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah. So what happened is that during the break, when I had the opportunity, I took my camera out and I said, I chant the words, Mr. President, we love you. This is our commander in chief. Oh yeah. God bless America. Oh yeah. Da, da, da. So I'm using my 30 seconds, but I sounded very loud because everybody else was so polite. Oh, They were like this,
Mhm.
when drinking like this. Everybody was so polite. So it resounded more in my voice probably in the back. So I'm quiet after. But what happened is that I noticed, because I'm listening, I noticed in her how the question is start. It's like, okay, sit here, and it started just hounding the president. With the no questions. Those were no questions. Those were arguments that this lady was the moderator. Those were arguments that she was pushing already, set, go. So
Hmm.
at that point, when she was doing that, I felt like I was, like I felt like that was my son sitting there, and somebody was trying to punch him or roast him. You see, like the kids, they do the
Right.
roasting, and I'm there like trying to myself. I thought I was helping by just nodding when he says something that is true. That's true. That's correct. I agree with him, and that's why I'm just to myself. I am just having a conversation to myself,
Hmm.
agreeing with him. So apparently, it doesn't matter what I would have done when I was sitting there. I guess it was gonna be a scandal, probably,
Right.
because because my my theory was there are two sets. First, NBC wanted to have, for optics, or maybe because I was more telegenic than the person that was sitting there before, wanted to have me there, or he wanted to have me there because it looks like this black lady must be African American, and probably she hates the president.
Mm.
That's gonna be good. Put it right there.
Did
Because
did you have to I
huh?
was gonna say, did you have to submit any information to NBC about, okay, so you told them that you were a Trump supporter all the way, so they
I
knew that.
age, what do I do? What am I registered? If always been registered one way or the other, if I'm leaning for hello,
Oh, gotcha.
leaning for Trump, they they have all of that, right? But
Interesting.
that information, because the incompetence of the world will never cease to amaze me. The thing is that that information went to one person through email. And I guess the people that were on the floor, they don't have to have that information. They just see faces, and they make decision right there and there. They don't have a script. These people that is sitting in table 4, she asked for a martini. That's not what happened there. So I figure the people on the floor, they go by look, and they see in
Mm.
the camera. They probably are trying to arrange it the best possible so it looks nice. So they put me there, and to their surprise, I was there helping the press. My husband sent me a text, but I couldn't get it because I didn't want to look at my phone. My husband was sending me texts telling me that they were trying to get me off the frame. They were trying to do this.
Oh.
They were trying to move, and somehow but they couldn't. They couldn't. It's like that picture in which the person in the middle is the one that you want to get out. But then what you cut, and then it's gonna be ruined. So my husband was warning me, you have to stop nodding because they try to take you off the frame. But
Mm.
I didn't see the message. Maybe if I would have seen the message, I would have been standing still, because that wasn't my intention to to create any problems at all. I'm not new to TV, so I know that there's a script, and more if it is live TV, there is not much room for error. So at that point, if somebody made a mistake, there was no way they could have fixed it. Even if
Mm.
they go in the commercial and talk to me and tell me to get out, that would be worse. So I just stayed there and did what my heart was telling me to do, which is just help the little people. Because at this point, Donald Trump was the little people because he was representing everybody in America. And then his back was towards me. So I have to do the good that is there to be done when the opportunity presents itself. And that was an opportunity to save somebody's back. Because if that person, the president of the United States, represents every American, at that point, that back belonged to that kid in school that is being bullied. And everybody just stand in silence and let it happen. And I was not going to let that happen.
Are you a do you listen by nodding? That's what I do. I'm very, like, when people are talking, I'm always nodding. So it's just kind of a natural habit.
I am an immigration attorney. And if I am sitting with my client and I'm just like this, like a, like a zombie or a mummy, just like this, looking aimlessly at them, I'm not engaged.
So what has the reaction been like from the media? Did you see the Saturday Night Live depiction? You liked it?
I love it. I think that for Halloween, I'm going to be me with the mask.
Have you always been a Republican, or was it Donald Trump that brought you into the party?
Donald Trump had the magic wand to say, you know what? This is the guy. I've been a Democrat my whole life. I've been a Democrat. Why? Just because. Because it looks good. Having a D and rhyming, because it rhyme with them, Democrat with democracy. They kind of rhyme. That's what I did. But I never understood until, studying and very much, getting the understanding of my own, that this is not a democracy. We have a representative republic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the misconception come about. A representative republic in which the smallest individual have a say. That's why we cannot have a popular vote, because if we do that, then the mob will always rule. It's difficult for people to understand that we need even that little vote in Maine. We need that as much as all the electoral votes in Florida, Arizona, and Minnesota, and all of these, Pennsylvania, all of these good numbers.
Have you heard anything from the campaign or from the president himself over the last few days?
President Trump sent my mother, Alicia, a specific message for her.
Oh.
Yeah, so because I asked him, I was so loud that I guess he figured I better turn before I go deaf, because I was like, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. Well, he sent a message to my mom. So people thought that since the name Mayra Joli has been rolling so much, they heard Joli and they forgot the rest, Joli Court. I don't think it was Jolie, it's Joli Court or something. And also the chief of staff, Mark Meadows, he approached me also. I think the Women for Trump also, but things, it's God's plan. So things will happen as they will happen. I've been supporting the president since 2016. When people thought, back then, people thought I was planted by the Democrats.
Right.
People thought I was being planted by the Democrats to pretend that I was supporting Trump.